What is going on, people? This is Magic the Gathering 20 core event. It's like the beta for Arena here. Comes out before the stores actually get a hold of it, just so streamers and whatnot can get the first preview of the cards and stuff. And if you haven't seen the cards, there's not that many amazing ones, but they'll show off like the rares. We'll go with just the mythics here. So I really like this card right here. I've seen some hate against it because she can't -3 right away, but I think that the +2 makes her go to 4 on 3. That's pretty good. It also protects herself, so that's pretty strong. Also, that -8 is really good, so I think that this card's gonna see some play. This card I see no point in. This is like the Titan cycle, but when you have that blue bird that just keeps coming back into your deck, I don't see why you would ever want this card. All this does is scry, and it has like draw 3 but put 2 back in top of your library, and there's no shuffle effects in the game right now, so I don't really see the point in this. You draw 1 card, but you have to draw those other 2 cards anyways. It's just not good enough in my opinion. I don't really care about Johnny's. Basically, I'm a blue, black, and a red player anyways, so that's mostly what I look at. But this Soren seems insane. If you can just... There's a combo with this where you can put an enchantment down and change all of the creature types in your hand, in your deck, into whatever creature type you want. Then you can name Vampire. Then you can minus Soren and put Emrakul into play with that. That seems ridiculous, but not sure, but this card seems insane. This card right here, this black elemental Titan, this I actually think is pretty good. I'm thinking about maybe putting this in my Grixis deck. Lifelink is obviously something really nice for your control decks, and it's a 4/5, so it's pretty strong as a blocker. And then when it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature, blah blah blah. Nobody cares about that, you don't need it. But when it dies, you return a creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And this can be really handy if you play Augur Bolus in your control deck. Or if you, during sideboards, you can board in like that Goblin, what's it called, like Rabblemaster card. That could be really good, and you can also board in this see here really quick. Bam. You can board this really strong card, Thief of Sanity right here. This can come back with it. That's really strong. I think that's actually good enough to make you want to play that card. This card is also pretty nice. I'm not sure if this card's strong enough because it's 3 mana. If this was 2 mana, it'd be insane, but for 3 mana, I'm not quite sure it's good enough. But when it comes into play on 3, you get to draw a card and discard a card, and it has lifelink and death touch. That seems pretty strong. I'm not sure if it's strong enough, though. In any case, that's pretty much so. There's not. Those are the only 2 cards I actually really like in this set. So there's not much. I already opened a sealed deck. I did a little bit of this. This is my sealed deck right here. So far, it's not been amazing, but it hasn't been bad. So basically, the main good thing about this, I'm splashing for this Risen Reef card, and it's pretty dang strong. Like, by itself, it draws you a card, 3 mana, 1/1 that draws you a card, or ramps you. Like, just if it's a, it looks at the top card of your library, and if it's a land, it just throws it onto the field. That's really nice. And if it's not a land, it just puts it in your hand. So that's really nice. And anytime you play another elemental, you get to do the same thing. That's pretty nice. And I've already had it where I went into that, into another elemental, and that just crushed him, crushed my opponent. Like, that is some nice advantages right there. So I definitely think that if you get this card in one of your pulls, you definitely want to try to play it. Also, this card seems really good in draft or sealed. Obviously, you draw a card or you lose a life, or you deal 2 and you gain 2. Anytime you play a swamp, that's pretty damn nice. So now, this is a VIP account for streaming. I only get it for a day, so I have all these gems or whatever. But here's the new system that I just saw today. There's this core set mastery system that has all these things here. These are the free ones, it looks like. You get it by playing the game, I think. But here, you have to actually spend gems to get this stuff. I already spent all the gems. I spent all the gems to get to this last one, and it cost, it was either like 20,000 or 200,000. I can't quite remember, but it was a shit ton. So, yeah, definitely a long thing. But oh yeah, let me show you something else that was here. You get this rare elemental cat mastery pass at level 80, and I'll show you in game. Let's do a draft here really fast. Just remember that cat thing's in there. So here is an elemental knight. I actually like this card. I think it's pretty good. It's a 5 mana reach, 5/6. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 5 cards of your library, put a land among them onto the battlefield. So it gives you a card advantage right there. And when it dies, you may exile it. If you do, put another target card from your graveyard on top of your library. So basically, it's putting your best card in your graveyard on top of your library, which is a lot better than just drawing a random card. I think this has to be the pick. It's just too strong not to pick, I think. The next card I'm looking at here is actually the Silverback, I think is the next best card. But yeah, on this pack, definitely taking the Thorns. Alright, Silverback's here. Pretty nice. But it is 5 mana, so can't have too many. This card's pretty nice. So a Flash Flyer for 1 mana, that with 4 mana you tap 4 mana and draw. That's pretty nice. This Flying Haster is actually pretty good, but it's blue-red, so... Here we got Growth Cycle. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. It gets an additional +2/+2 until the end of turn for each card named Growth Cycle on your graveyard. That's a pretty interesting growth card, but I don't really think that you really want to pick these kind of cards that often, so this secondary text is not really what you want to see. This card is 4 mana for a 2/4. For 6 mana, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card among them, put it into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. This is pretty good in Seal. And this card's a flyer, which is always nice in the draft and sealed, but when it comes in the battlefield, you put the top 4 cards in your library into your graveyard, and then you gain 1 life for each creature put in your graveyard this way. This is not exactly where I like to be in sealed and draft formats. Self-milling, I don't really like doing that. In sealed, most of the time it doesn't matter, but sometimes it does catch up to you. So I don't really want to do that right away. I think I'd rather just take this tracker. I mean, I'm not sure if this tracker or this Silverback. For 1 extra mana, you get to just draw a card, and then you have to, for this card, you have to wait two more turns to get this. I think I'm gonna take this Silverback actually. So here we got this flying elemental. Whenever an opponent is dealt non-combat damage, Shatter Spirit gets +3. So this is a 3-mana 1/3. Most of the time, that's not really something I'm interested in. Ember Hauler is double red. I don't think that's what I want to go with. For my first red card, that's not strong enough. These all seem pretty mediocre here. I think the best card here is Leapkin Druid. Unfortunately, it's only a 0/3, but it is a ramp. And we have 2 5-mana cards already, so. Here we have the Seed Scorpion. This is actually a pretty nice card. It trades with anything. So, I think this is definitely the card here. This is also interesting, but not gonna pick that. This is just a really nice card. 1 mana, kill something, basically. What we got here? When Wolfkin Bond enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 wolf enchant. So, this is 5 mana for a 4/4 effect. That's decent, but it's pretty expensive. When Fleet Cutter Cutthroat enters the battlefield, destroy target creature an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. This is a decent card. This is also an okay card. I have already seen this card do some pretty ridiculous things because they have cards in this set for black cards that kill things for sacrificing, and in that case, it's actually really strong. But we don't have any of those effects right now, so it's kind of pointless. I don't really think this card's actually strong enough to merit going into black right now either. So I think I'll pick this also. Like, it's between this and this if I want to splash. Like, these are both strong cards. But I don't really know what I want to do right now, so I'm just going to pick Wolfkin Bond here. This is just an easy cycle card, so we could pick this card and just hope that we can get there. That would be pretty strong. So I'm going to just pick this card because when it comes into play, you search your library for any number of cards named Battalion Foot Soldier, reveal them, put them in your hand. This is insane if you can get a lot of them, so I'm just going to pick that and hope that we can find some more. Definitely don't want to do this right now. If I had a lot of ramp, I'd pick this card maybe. But as it is, I don't really have any ramp, and I have a lot of expensive things in my hand, so not really worth my time, I don't think. This card's too weak on its own, I think. This is a fine card. I'm gonna pick this 3/3. This is also a fine card. What is we got here? Flying protection from red. We'll just go with this. This is fine card. Whenever equipped creature attacks, our Piercer bow deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. This is not super bad equipment. And it also keeps us mono green for now. This is actually a really strong card if you get multiples. But if we go white, I'd rather have this card, I think, than if we go black or if we go blue. Same with this, just because we have so much big crap already. None of these cards are really what I want to be doing. Well, that's interesting. So we have outs to black, and white. On each artifact creature you control. Well, we don't have any artifact creatures. But if we take him, he can ramp himself up, so that's pretty nice. We can take this 4 mana 4/3. I don't really like that stats right there. Exile target creature or planeswalker that's black or red. That's a really good sideboard card. Or we can take pacifism. That's a pretty strong card also. Probably take pacifism. This card's pretty good in an artifact deck, obviously, but we don't really have that going on here. I would have took this if we would have picked that artifact creature, but that's not what we did. So. This is still a fine card, but I think I'm going to take this just to cycle through. I don't really like any of these cards. Here we have some fixing here and another silver shaman. Definitely going to take the silverback shaman. Green with the ability to keep on drawing is something that is just too strong, I think. This is an interesting card. Pretty strong late game card. I think I'm going to take this card here. You can defense up the whole game and then just wait for them to mill themselves out. That's pretty interesting. This is actually a pretty cool card. 3 mana for 2/3 basically. It's not the greatest. I think I'm going to take Battalion though. As I said earlier, the more you have, the better this card is. For each creature you control, this gets +1/+1. Whenever a creature you control dies, you gain 1, draw 1. This is a pretty insane enchantment here. I think this enchantment is insane enough that you might splash it, so I'm just gonna pick that up here. Oh, nice. I'm gonna pick this for sure. Nothing else that I really would want here. Spend this mana only to cast artifact spells and activate abilities of artifacts. Search your library for a card named Heartpiercer Bow or Vial of Dragonfire. Reel it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your library. This is pretty nice. But we're not blue, so this is definitely a really strong card. This also is a pretty strong card. I think I'm going to take this. If you can kill it yourself, that would also be pretty nice. But just being able to tap, deal 1 to any target can make combat really annoying for people. Do we want this double striker? I think I'm going to take this double striker on the off chance that I get some more enchantments. Or cards like this. Problem is, I don't like playing cards like this, so... So if I pick this card, I can... So far, I can grab another silverback if I have a silverback out, or grab another Daybreak Chaplain. I guess it's worth grabbing. Not gonna play any of these cards, so... I don't think this is really worth playing either. 1 mana, 1/1. Definitely be the first thing that I cut in my deck, I think. Having multiples of these enchantments actually makes that double striker really nice. Legendary Demon Flying. Pay 2 life. Target creature gets -1/-1. Whenever you lose life, draw that many cards. This is an insane card, but it is triple black, and we are not close to being able to play that. This is actually a really nice card. Gives you an artifact and enchantment destruction, and we can also destroy our own enchantment and deal 5 damage to any target. I think this is definitely the pick here. The Siege Scorpion's also something I'm thinking about. It's definitely, in my opinion, between these two cards. You can't splash this card, but it's obviously the pick if you were black. This is the worst of the new genres, I believe. What we got here? When the blade enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token, then attach the blade to it. Equipment creature gets +1/+1. So it's just an equipment for 1/1. This is actually pretty good. Basically, it's 2 mana for a 2/2 that isn't going to die and can be placed on other things. Sea Scorpion is another thing that I'm looking at here again. But I think with this deck, having this is actually really, really strong because we got several cards that are weak by themselves. And if you just give them +1 attack, it'll be really nice. So we could take the pup here. This is a really strong double color card that we can't actually grab. We don't have any flyers anyways. So I guess it's between pup and Glaring of Ages. I think I'd rather have the pup. I'm not super sure on that. Like, these aren't really good picks here. The pup is really good in black and green, so you can sacrifice the pup. Definitely going to pick this Netcaster Spider, I believe. Only other option here is this Human Soldier. When it dies, you can put a +1/+1 target creature on it, but I think I'd rather have flying defense. We are lacking that pretty heavily. And for that same reason, I'm gonna pick it again. I'm gonna pick this again, I think. If you would gain life, you gain that much life +1. Angel of Vitality gets +2/+2 as long as you have 25 or more life. That's not really that good. So it's between the flyer and the spider. I mean, it is nice to have a flyer and whatnot. Especially with all those enchantments, I guess. We'll take it. I'm not actually sure that I want to splash this black card. But this is a pretty good cycler, so I'm just going to take that. I believe I'm going to take this Loyal Pegasus. It's not great, but this is an interesting 1 mana card. Oh, these are useless. Here we can grab this, and that'll allow us to more easily splash this enchantment. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And this deck is done. And this is vault progress if you guys don't know. If you already have 4 of rare or mythic, you get gems instead of the cards. So we have to cut 9 cards here. Unfortunately, we didn't get too many of these, but it's still 3 mana, draw 2, 2/2s, so that's pretty good. So we want some early game. This is definitely something I'm interested in cutting. This is a fine card. Giving something flying and drawing a card is pretty good. Really hate dying to flyers. I don't really think we need this card. I don't think that card's actually good enough. Pup might actually not be good enough either. We don't really have any reason to have it. So that does change your card backing. So we have 2 Wolfkin bonds still. We have some expensive junk. We have 19 creatures so we can easily cut some of them. This double striker I think is worth having in the deck still. I actually don't think this card's worth it anymore. Loyal Pegasus is pretty good, but I think we're going to be a little more on the defensive, so not as good there. This card probably isn't strong enough. Like, gaining 3 life is good sometimes, but it's a pretty weak top deck, so... This is actually a combo right here. So if you play 2 of these in your graveyard, put them in your graveyard if they die, then you can shuffle them back into your library and play your last one and get them back. That's pretty nice. We can cut these to get down there. Cycling is pretty nice, but they're also bad top decks. And we'll cut one of these. So that gives us pretty good amount of stuff. I think this is a fine deck. Always want to draw or play first. In almost every circumstance, if you play Magic the Gathering, you want to play first. The tempo is just too good. Definitely going to play this Leafkin Druid first. This would have been a really nice 1-drop, but we drew it too late. It's fine. This is a pretty strong opening, actually. We can Wolfkin Bond next turn, so very strong. Alright, so I think we want to put Wolfkin Bond on this so we don't get blocked by some stupid 1-4 or something. This guy is in some serious trouble. Unfortunately, we have nothing left in our hand, but whatever. Alright, so remember that cat thing that I showed you in the core set thing? That's that. So this is pretty cool, actually. Also, like I say, this is the deck thing that you can unlock, and also the Chandra is something that you unlock. I read this card wrong. When it dies, you draw a card. It's still fine. It would have been a lot better if I did what I thought I'd do. What we got going on here? Meh. I'm pretty sure this guy is still just dead. Obviously, it would have been smarter for me to not have used my wolf there to attack, but whatever. Too late now. I could kill this guy with any of the enchantments in my deck, so we have a lot of top decks. Interesting that this guy has all these. Oh, wow. And this is why we took all these battalions. So that was pretty awesome. Now we can pacify this 2-4. If we attack with this, we trade. And then he has to play another blocker here. Or die. Oh, that was a really good draw for him. We're gonna put this on here just so we have another actual threat. That way he has to play another creature or die. We put him at a life total where he can't make any real attacks for basically the rest of the game. We can't attack, unfortunately. So, we are falling behind. Even with our amazing opening hand. And our crazy draw 3. But we have plenty of top decks. Oh, that's a good card. Oh, this is a really good card. We can actually just kill him easily with this card. So he actually has to do something or die. He can't even blow this up or he just dies, so that's pretty nice. So game two, we didn't really see what he was, if he had any bombs or anything. So no reason to change it. Not the best aim, but we have things to play, so. It definitely helped his hand a lot, having a blocker. Nice, nice, nice. Now that card's useless. Ooh, that's a pretty nice card. Three mana, draw one, 2/1 flyer. That is pretty good. We can play this Wolf Bond. I mean, he's basically not doing anything. Problem is, if he just blows, or if he just makes this guy sleep, then we're just gonna die to these stupid flyers. So maybe we should just start working on him. But we need like vigilance or something. Yeah. That's why I didn't want to play this enchantment on there. Just start picking these off. Pretty sure we can race this, so it's not that big a deal. This guy sure has a pretty good blue deck. A lot of sleep effects. Damn. So we only have a few turns left before we're dead to this stupid flyer. Oh man. We have a few outs, but not really. Oh, this is an out. Reach is a very good effect, people. You always want to make sure you have outs to flyers because they're some of the most powerful things in Limited. And this guy's just not realizing this has reach. We're still in a bad spot since he can keep doing that. It's interesting that he didn't actually do that. This is a very good card. I'm fine just letting this guy die so we gain a life, which will put us out of one hit range from this card, and it will draw us a card, so I'm fine with that. Oh. Wow. Now I could have pinged my 1-1 here, but definitely didn't want to do that. It's actually really bad for me. I can't believe he actually main deck in that, but I guess there are a lot of artifacts in this core set, so. Oh yeah, this is sideboard game, so. Um, I'm putting this on here so I can start attacking with it, because I don't think he actually wants to block this anyways, and I would actually like to start clocking him. Possibly double trades it, which I'm fine with also. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't think he wants to actually fight it. That is not good. This is a pretty good draw, so we have a flyer now. Another freaking flyer. Well, you can't actually activate that ability as long as I have this thing untapped, so it's not too bad. It's actually an insane draw here. This will give us protection against one hit KO here, and it'll also put him on a faster clock. Since I can blow up my own thing here, I can deal 5 to him. So trample. I don't think that actually matters. Oh, that is not good for me. Still don't think he wants to attack though. I'm holding this for basically no good reason, but basically I'm holding it for that one green card that shuffle back in my library. Because I don't actually want to draw another one of these. He might not even see what I'm doing here. So that's pretty nice. This is actually really strong. Just giving me that one extra life is a huge deal. I'm actually going to play this now because he's going pretty wide. I need to make sure I have enough blockers. Oh man, this is very bad. And they have trample, so I'm just dead here. So if I blow that up, I'm taking the damage anyways. Three, four, five. Yeah. Just dead. It really sucks that he had that enchantment removal card. I think I'm actually gonna bring Ants Angelics in. Since he has so many freaking flyers. Need to find something to cut though. I think I'll cut these. I don't know though. Those are pretty strong. Vigilance flyer though would be really nice. This actually was pretty good against most of his flyers, so not sure if I want to get rid of that or not. It's hard to tell. He just has so many sleep effects. This hand's not actually very good. Kind of want to just cycle with this. It's fine, like, if he wants to sleep this card, he can do that. I'm not sure that he will do that, though. As long as I don't buff it, I don't think he's gonna actually do that. Just give me a nice 4/4 here that he's probably gonna sleep. I think I'm gonna put this aura on this dude here. Give him a little power. So now he has 2 threats he has to sleep. Just gonna cycle this. Can't really do anything here. I could move my equipment over. I might be okay. That way if I block that, maybe? Nah, that didn't make any sense. It was pointless. Unfortunately, he's not quite strong enough. I'm gonna start attacking with this 3/3. Probably gonna start attacking with both these flyers. That sucks. I don't think I'm gonna attack here. He's got quite a board. This 3/3 keeps a lot of things back. Although I didn't actually need to do that because I already have a 3/3, so. But now I can't attack, so. That's a good draw. I'll have to deal with that before I can attack with this sticker crusher. Definitely drawing a lot of freaking lands. He's drawn more cards than us, so the lands that he's drawn us makes sense. He's drawn at least 3 more cards than we have. So if I black with this 3/3, you should trade with that 6. Then I'm gonna equip my equipment onto my angel here. And hopefully that keeps some stuff back. Oh my gosh. Cannot draw anything. At this point, he could just start all out attacking. Yeah. We would have needed something pretty amazing to beat this guy, unfortunately. We just ran out of cards. This hand, I think I'm gonna keep this hand off the back of the spider. It's not often that you're gonna go against somebody like that last guy who had so many sleep pacify spells. Might as well play this. Ramping it up over there. Not super interested in trading or wasting my pacifism on that 1/1. I'm just gonna ping it off eventually, I believe. So. Here I wanted to play this guy first instead of playing Wolfkin Bond on that because If I play Wolfkin Bond on this creature, it's just too good of a creature. If I can just play Wolfkin Bond on this 1/1, it'll be way better. I don't actually mind trading with this thing. I could pacify this and save my 4/4, but it's actually just a 3/3. And my enchantment gave me a 2/2, so I'm not too worried about it. Plus I'm gonna get a free card, so fine with it. Six mana. It gets XX until end of turn where X is your life total. So definitely want to pacify this freaking thing. Splashing. The only color he isn't splashing so far is white. Wait, he actually is splashing white. So this guy's 5 colors. Don't actually want that card back, really. So. What the hell is this card? It must be like a double white card or something. Could do this attack because of this ping. Sleep, eh? Have to remember to keep up the 3 mana so I can ping. I think he just figured out this thing taps your mana, so. There's a scorpion there, but I don't really think that's gonna matter. I wonder what his card is. He's been holding on to this card forever. Okay. There's another 1-1. Oh. Wonder why I was holding on to that for so long. Trying to get me with this low life or something, then shoot up 3? I'm not really sure what the point of that was. What do we see? We didn't really see anything. Saw what? Siege Scorpion, but oh yeah, we saw that Luxodon thing. Well, there's not really anything we can bring in against that, I don't think. Basically, just have to pacify it. Hope we get there. This guy must have quite a sideboard. He's taking a while. We didn't even play that many enchantments, so that was just a weird game. He didn't really do anything. Sand seems fine. We can basically cast everything, so. Fencing Ace actually gets around that 1-1 Death Toucher, so. I think I'll play this just to ramp out the rest of the stuff. I can play 2/2 drops next turn. Next turn I can play both of these, so. I don't want to play pacifism though. I don't really think that it's worth it. I'm gonna pacify a 2/3 spider, so. That thing's pretty annoying. Doing a lot of flooding here. Oh, that is a good card. Pretty crazy that this guy's splashing every freaking color, though. That's kind of annoying that it took my Loaming Shaman in there. And my Battalion Foot Soldier. That is what we were saving our card for. Haven't seen that many blue cards from this guy. Or that many red cards, so I'm not sure how many elementals he has. This guy kinda has a weird freaking deck. We have 10 lands and he has 6. So we have drawn 4 more blanks than this guy has. -1 because we got one from Cavalier. So this is pretty annoying here. That costs 6, 5, 6. So we're pretty dead here, I think. Well, we have a chance here if he doesn't see what we can do. If he attacks, we block with something, and he doesn't realize we can blow it up and deal 5 to it, and he taps out again, we'll be able to kill that thing, so... Unfortunately, it looks like he saw through that. And we are continuously just drawing lands, so we're getting screwed. This is pretty annoying. If we lose this guy, then we're screwed to these stupid flyers. If we lose this guy, we can't... do the combo, and then he'll start playing more cards on his turn. So we're pretty much in deep shit here. I should have been pinging, but yeah. I probably should have pinged this and blew that up. Doesn't really matter. This game's over. Well, that was pretty bad luck. That was a lot of flooding. Not a great hand, but I only have to draw a land. I can start going in with this vigilance buffer. So, it's pretty strong. Can't deal with this guy, he'll be pretty screwed. Well, that sucked. And of course I draw the land now. Now that I no longer need a land, that's when I'm gonna draw it. One turn away from being able to have this guy out of range of that. Pretty dang unfortunate. Wow. Definitely don't want that thing to hit me since he has way more mana than me. kind of surprised he's attacking. He can't even attack anymore unless he blows this rod up. Hmm. Well, that sucks. Yep. Wow. These weren't even very good cards. That's pretty annoying. Was also not very smart of me to do that, as I could have got rid of my soldier things here. See if he has another sleep effect. This is kind of insane that I'm drawing so many lands. That Luxodon Smiter thing's still in his deck, so... At this point, he could probably just wait me out. I can't really do anything. Is he thinking about blowing up this rod? No. Well, I have well, no, I don't have a chance of blowing that up. I think that guy's... Yep, he's right there. Do have quite a few blockers, however. So maybe I can find that 1/1 with Death Touch. Just block with this useless card. Seems unlikely that card's gonna matter. I mean, if he draws more cards, that's actually good for me. If he draws one extra card. That's probably bad for me. The fact that he's not actually drawing cards is also bad for me. I could block that Smiter with this Cavalier, but then I think I'm just going to die to the Flyers, so. Nothing can be done. Once again, just gonna die to flyers. Very sad, very sad. Alright, what do we want to do here? When Wolf's Rider's saddle enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token, then attach Wolf's Rider to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. It can't be blocked by more than one creature. That's pretty good. So I'm thinking it's between this bird and this saddle. I'm going to take this saddle, or this bird, although this is a pretty nice equipment. I still think I'm going to take this bird. So we got a 2/1 flash. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's pretty strong. But I think I'm going to take this elemental again. 5 mana 3/4, I mean that's not amazing, but neither is a 2 mana 2/1 flash. Most of the time it's not going to do anything else. Seven mana, 3/3. When Scholar of Ages enters the battlefield, return up to 2 target instant or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. That sounds like something I am interested in. Create a 1/1 red elemental token, then attach the mask to it. A creature has sacrificed. Yeah, I'm not interested in that. That's a pretty heavy constructed card. Have to have a lot of token generators for that. 2 mana 3/3 defender. This is a pretty good card for blue decks. I also really like these cards. I'm a pretty big counterspell fan, so I think I'm gonna take that. What we got going on here? Looks like we have to get off of the blue train, because Unsummon is not a card I am interested in picking almost ever. So, Corpse Knight, whenever another creature enters the battlefield and your control, each opponent loses 1 life. That is definitely not something we're interested in. Don't really want this instant double striking thing in blue. 4 mana 4/3, you can discard and then draw a card. These aren't really great options. I think I'm just gonna take this black creature here that destroys a target creature an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. It's probably not the best thing, but you know. Whenever you lose life for the first time each turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on this guy. I don't really think that's where I want to be. Sprite is pretty good, but I really like this Bone Ash card. I know it's not good, but I'm kind of an idiot like that, so. This guy is actually pretty good. I should probably be taking this card. But I'm taking this Bone Ash. Sage Road Denizen. Whenever another blue creature enters the battlefield under your control, target player puts the top 2 cards of their graveyard into their library. So I don't think we're interested in going for a mill route here. Just want to beat them down with birds. So I think this Fairy Miscreant is where we want to be. It also stacks pretty well together. Choose a name card, then reveal the top card of your library. If that card has the chosen name, you sacrifice this card and then draw 3 cards. Not interested in that. You get to pick up one of these fishes, which is pretty nice. Untap another target artifact. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. That's nothing. Just take this vampire. This is all junk. Oh, look at that. Wow. These Moat Piranhas are... Wow, I actually got that card also. That's pretty nice. This Piranha's where I want to be. Sitting with those on Bone Ash. We opened 2 rare temples, so that's pretty unfortunate. Return up to 3 target creatures to their owner's hand for 7 mana. I don't really think that's a great card. Portal Sanctuary. Return target creature you control and each aura activated attached to it to their owner's hand. So this is actually a pretty good card. It lets you block and then return your creature to your hand. So I think I'm gonna take that. Pretty interesting card. Crosslinks is a good card. Gonna grab Anticipate, I believe. It's just a good filler card. And we can grab this and hope that we get these Heart Piercer Bow or the Violet Dragonfire. Or we can take this Drake. I don't really think this Drake is amazing. But at the same time, neither is this card. It's only good if you can get those artifacts. Definitely am interested in this. It's basically just a kill spell most of the time. I really like this card than the last game. Let you sit on your mana, ping off losers. It's either that or another Bone Ash. Really, I'm just going to take every Bone Ash I see, I think. Unless it's a first pack or something and it's insane. Definitely going to take this Fair Miscreant. If I get enough of those, I'll play them. 3 mana. I don't really think I need that, so take this. Vigilance. As Diamond Knight enters the battlefield, choose a color. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen color, this gets +1/+1. So that's actually pretty good. I'm going to take that over negates. These are all useless. Got this Drake anyways. Leyline of Combustion. Leyline of Combustion is in your opening hand. You begin the game with it. Whenever you or at least one permanent you control becomes the target of spell or ability an opponent controls, Leyline deals 2 damage to them. Death Touch Lifelink. It's pretty strong. But I think I'm going to take Agonizing Siphon now. It's definitely between these two. This is a good card. You just play it out there. It gives you lifelink. But maybe I'll take this card because it can kill bigger things. Choose 2 target players. Each of them searches their library for a card. Definitely don't want to pick that card. I don't have any good bombs. Take this divination here. I think I want to take another winged words. What we got here? Enters the battlefield, you may exile target creature card from a graveyard. Meh. Just want to draw some cards here. Draw some more cards with that card later in the game. How are we going to kill people with just these flyers? So, take this removal spell. So, we have the renowned weaponsmith. We can grab this vial with that. Or we can take anticipate. I think I'm going to take this vial though. It's not a good card on its own, but it's like a freebie. If you can get it with the renowned weaponsmith, so. At that point, I think I'm going to take this card. I do think I have enough instants now that that card's actually decent. Don't think I'm going to need that, but take it. And this card is playable, but probably won't play it. No more blue or black cards, eh? Oh, got this crappy card. So we gotta cut 7 cards. I think we don't have enough fairy miscreants to bother with this card. Also, I don't think this card's that good. Card's fine. It's a lot of moat piranhas, but I do think that card's pretty good. Frostlinks really isn't where this card's interested in being. Where this deck is, I mean. Also, that card is kind of garbage. This card is mostly not good. It's only really good with like Vile Dragonfire, where you can Vile something and then cast this Fathom Fleet Cutthroat, kill it. It's possible that I should just not play any black cards. Yeah. This is a weird deck. I think I'm just gonna play this Convolute then. This is not gonna be a good draft, I don't think. Usually in drafts you don't want to play control. But that's where we are. Want to have some pressure on your opponent so they can't get their bombs, but you know. We didn't open anything but lands, unfortunately, so we didn't get anything really good. Definitely want to play first. This hand's not very good. Have to hope we draw lands. I mean, this hand could be pretty strong depending on how slow he is. That card doesn't do anything because his Piranha's too good. Bam! Man, this Piranha is amazing. That guy was like, screw that. 2 mana 3/3. None of my things can hit that. Um, let's bring this in, will you? He's red, so I might as well, right? Hamalu's probably decent. Let's board one of these scholars out. Not sure what he's doing, so, but I assume that since he quit, he's pretty aggressive, and that 3/3 really screwed him over. So there's no real point in having a 7-drop in my deck, especially two of them. So it's possible I should have cut the other 7-drop, but since I didn't see anything, I don't really want to get rid of all my late game. He could be just had a really bad hand. And if he sweep concedes to 1 piranha, is he gonna concede to 2 piranhas? That is what we're talking about. Maybe just mulligan himself to death. He might not be playing enough lands. Who knows? Wow. Wonder how many Scorch Bitters he has. Be interesting if he pulled out another mountain. Green, red. Would like to draw a land. Frost, thanks. Well, we're definitely playing another piranha. Pretty surprising that both these games we haven't got really any good land count here. We have 17 in the deck, so. Interesting that he's attacking here. Now, here's the question. Should I leave up Convolute or play the Diamond Knight? 3-color deck over there. That's interesting. I think I'm gonna play Diamond Knight because I have Sleep Paralysis in my deck, in my hand. And if he plays something too good, I'll just Sleep Paralysis. That is not something I was interested in seeing. But I did take up his whole turn, so I guess it's not that bad. This is pretty weird that he's just handing me these kills. I would very much have liked to draw a land. I will trade. Fine with that. Like this guy has a lot of weak cards in his deck, which is pretty odd considering it's 3 colors. If you have 3 colors, why would you play Scorch Spitter? It's fine, I'll double block that. I don't care. Another Scorch Spitter. This guy has a bad deck. Wolf Pup. The card also doesn't do anything. It's amazing how good this Piranha has been. Since this Piranha is holding his whole team back, we might as well leave up Convolute again. Is that card worth convoluting? It's not that good. But at the same time, it'd be pretty bad for me if it comes down to milling me out. I also don't want to be forced to sleep paralysis that thing. I would like to play my bird or something. Need to be able to kill this loser. Oh, easy win. This is not a very good hand. We do have a small removal spell, but it costs 4 mana, so... But we can use it on turn 3, so that's something. Should have played this. I'm kind of stupid. Wouldn't have been able to kill that anyways, though, so... Let's just play it now. It was pretty stupid of me to forget about that. Bone to Ash. Nice big bird. Bird's a very strong play. That's pretty annoying. He can just start sacking his creatures to deal me 1 damage. I don't really think that's a very good plan, but damage does add up eventually, I suppose. Another Heart Piercer. That could be a problem. I can sacrifice his men to do 2 each. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could ping this Diamond Knight off, but that's whatever. Just less damage to my face if that happens. Gonna block this because it gives all of its elementals haste. Elemental creature tokens get haste, so I don't really want that to happen. Gonna hope I draw a land here. Here I think we're gonna block both the 1/1s. Because if I block Scuttlemutt, well, obviously I'm gonna know. But if he's smart, he's just going to, well, doesn't really matter what he does. I can kill Scuttlemutt this turn. That's the only way that he can really get around. He has to kill one of my birds and then ping another bird twice. Seems like a hard thing to do. Whenever one or more tokens enter the battlefield under control, put that many +1/+1 counters on him. Strategy, kinda odd. Okay. If I'm playing this thing just because it's more pings that aren't going to affect me. I could play Portal Sanctuary, and then I could start saving my guys from pings. I kind of just want him to waste his time pinging things. Pretty sure I'm going to win in the long game, so I just have to survive. So he's going for this ping crap again. Okay. Kind of sucks I couldn't counterspell that. It just gives him more things to put these stupid part bows on. So yeah, this isn't going super well. This gives me a pretty good ability to stop my guys from dying, but now he can just start going at my face. Which is actually what he should have probably been doing the whole time. Probably be dead by now if he was doing that. Like, this just doesn't do anything. Oh, only during my turn. This card doesn't do anything. My bad. This is not a very good card. Shouldn't even be in my deck. So I'm just dead unless he plays a creature spell now. That's pretty unfortunate. Maybe he's got a flash creature. Highly unlikely. Wow. He does have a flash creature. Well, I didn't draw anything, so that didn't matter. Well, this kind of sucks. It's interesting that he's not doing anything with Heartseeker Bow there. I mean, this card's fine with a couple of my cards, so... It's possible that I should have not even blocked, but... Alright, what we got going on here? So at this point, I've basically locked him out of the game. Um, I don't know why he hasn't equipped that thing yet and started attacking. A third heart piercer bow. What in the heck? These heart piercer bows are really screwing me over here. Viola's gone. Alright, well, this is my only way that I can possibly get rid of this stupid 0-3. So I basically have to take the chance. Mhm. So I'm pretty much dead. Just casting this convolute so I can put another counter on my dude. Well, that's unfortunate. Definitely dead now. What do I have that could get rid of stupid shit like that? Just need a couple bigger creatures, I think. Fortunately, I don't have any, so... Didn't have quite enough time to think about it. We don't have any good cards in any colors, really. Convolute, whatever this is, then next turn I'm going to play Piranhas and Winged Words. I could play Bone Ash here. That also seems like a pretty good play. It's going to counter whatever. Raise the alarm. Nothing I could have did about that. Just gonna play Piranhas. This Woodland Champion's pretty freaking annoying. So mono blue is definitely not that great. This guy's taking a long time to make very simple attacks. That was pretty wasteful. I have to attack this, block this guy. Oh, this thing only hits creatures. Okay. That's good to know. Unfortunate. Mono blue just ain't very good. At least not this one. I don't have enough creatures. That's a problem. That's a pretty cool. And go flash through wing words. Get this guy up a little bit. Attack him. I had one. Only cast elemental spells or Chandra planeswalkers. That's an interesting card. Red mana ramp. Oh, shit, I forgot that. Forgot this guy only grows on their turn. Well, that was a pretty stupid mistake. Wasn't even worth casting this guy. I should have just played the Piranhas. Another 3-color deck. Interesting. Oh my god, this stupid thing again. Surprised it didn't just cast the Smiter. Oh my gosh. Now he has a reach creature. It's interesting that he is not playing this thing. Oh, he likes this value town, eh? He now needs something that will give him reach. Okay. Gives him some turns. Nope, forgot. Well, that was a mistake. This is kind of unfortunate. I was 1 mana away from being able to bone dash every turn. But this 3/3 is not that good. Now that sucked. That also sucks.